He was 73 years old, lived a quiet life in Northern California, and always said he felt fine. He wasn't overweight, didn't smoke, and took walks every day. But last night, Harold Mitchell died in his sleep. No warning, no hospital visit, just silence. This morning his wife found him still in bed, not breathing. The doctor said it was his heart. But what shocked his family most was what came next. The coroner explained that Harold's heart had been quietly damaged for years by how he was eating. Not junk food, not overeating, but simple daily habits that seemed harmless. These four eating mistakes might seem small, but they can build up and steal your life, slowly and silently. The first mistake many seniors make, often without even realizing it, is eating too late at night. It may seem like a small thing, having dinner at 9 p.m., snacking before bed, or even enjoying a cup of milk and cookies while watching the evening news. For many people, especially those living alone or with flexible routines, a late-night meal can feel like a comforting moment, a personal treat to end the day. But the truth is, eating too close to bedtime can quietly create serious health problems, especially for people over 60. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down. That means the body takes longer to process food. When you eat late in the evening, especially within an hour or two of lying down, your body is forced to digest while it should be resting. During sleep, your heart rate slows, your muscles relax, and your internal systems are supposed to go into repair mode. But if your stomach is still full, your body stays on, struggling to digest and process nutrients that would be handled more easily earlier in the day. This process causes physical stress, especially on the cardiovascular system. One of the most common issues related to late-night eating is acid reflux. When you lie down too soon after eating, stomach acid can easily travel upward into the esophagus, causing heartburn, discomfort, and long-term damage if it happens frequently. Many seniors don't feel the full burn of acid reflux. Sometimes it appears only as a bitter taste in the mouth, nighttime coughing, or a tight chest. These mild symptoms are often ignored or mistaken for other issues, but over time, they can worsen and become chronic. Another danger is poor blood sugar control. Eating close to bedtime, especially meals that contain sugars or starches, causes your blood sugar to rise just as your body is preparing to slow down. Since the body isn't as active during sleep, that sugar isn't used efficiently, and your insulin response becomes weaker. This can lead to high blood sugar levels overnight, which increases your risk of type 2 diabetes or worsens it if you already have it. Some people may also wake up feeling groggy with headaches or dizziness, not realizing it's because their blood sugar crashed during the night after an earlier spike. Perhaps the most serious risk is increased heart strain. The heart works hardest during digestion, especially when the meal is large or rich in fat. If your last meal happens late and you go to bed soon after, your heart doesn't get the chance to slow down and rest. Instead, it works overtime while your body lies still. Over time, this nighttime stress builds. Some studies suggest that silent heart attacks, which occur during sleep without dramatic symptoms, are more common in people who frequently eat late dinners. These heart events often go undetected until it's too late, especially in seniors who live alone or who already have mild heart issues. To reduce these risks, a simple habit change can make a big difference. Finish eating at least 2 to 3 hours before going to bed. This gives your body time to begin digestion while you're still awake and active. It allows your stomach to empty enough that when you do lie down, there's less pressure on your digestive tract. It also gives your heart time to settle and your blood sugar to stabilize. Even if you're not hungry earlier in the evening, try to adjust your meal times gradually. You can shift dinner to 6 or 7 p.m. instead of 8:30 or 9, and if you really need a bedtime snack, choose something light and easy to digest, like a small banana, a few almonds, or plain yogurt. Avoid heavy meals, fried foods, large portions of red meat, or sugary desserts before bed. Eating earlier isn't about going hungry. It's about giving your body the respect it deserves after everything it does for you each day. A small change in your routine can help you sleep better, reduce stress on your heart, and possibly even save your life. It's not dramatic. It's just smart, quiet protection. So tonight, take a look at the clock before you reach for that evening snack and ask yourself, is it time to let your body rest? The second mistake many seniors make is not drinking water during meals, or worse, avoiding water altogether throughout the day. It's something that often starts with good intentions. Many older adults reduce how much they drink because they want to avoid extra trips to the bathroom, especially at night. Others fear accidents or discomfort, or they simply don't feel as thirsty as they used to. But what most people don't realize is that mild dehydration, even just a little, can have a quiet but serious impact on the heart, the brain, and the entire digestive system. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at signaling thirst. That means you can be dehydrated without even realizing it. When you sit down to eat and don't have water with your food, you're asking your body to do a complex job, digesting and absorbing nutrients, without one of its most essential tools. Water is not just something to quench thirst. It helps soften the food you eat, break it down more smoothly in the stomach, and move it through the intestines with less strain. Without water, digestion slows. Food can sit longer in the stomach, causing discomfort, bloating, and constipation. But the problem goes deeper. When you are even slightly dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker. That means your heart has to work harder to pump it throughout your body. For a younger person, that might not cause major issues right away. But for someone over 60, especially if they have high blood pressure or any history of heart problems, that added pressure can silently exhaust the heart muscle. Over time, this can contribute to fatigue, dizziness, and even increase the risk of heart attack or stroke. There's also the issue of blood pressure swings. Staying hydrated helps regulate your blood pressure naturally. When you're dehydrated, your blood volume decreases, and your body compensates by narrowing your blood vessels and raising your pressure. Some seniors experience drops in blood pressure when standing up, orthostatic hypotension, which can lead to falls or fainting, especially dangerous when home alone. Keeping your hydration consistent, especially during meals, helps reduce this risk. Harold, the man from California who passed away in his sleep, had made a habit of avoiding liquids after 5 p.m. He thought this would help him sleep through the night without having to get up. But over the years, that habit led to chronic dehydration. His doctor had noted low sodium and thickened blood in his last checkup, but Harold didn't take it seriously. He didn't feel sick. He felt normal, but his heart was slowly working harder than it should. The coroner's report later mentioned signs of long-term cardiac stress, something that could have been eased simply by drinking water with dinner and maintaining hydration through the day. So, what can you do? First, make a habit of drinking a small glass of water with each meal. Not a full bottle if that feels uncomfortable, but enough to help your body do its job. Sip slowly. You don't need to gulp. Some people like warm water or water with a slice of lemon to aid digestion. Herbal teas also count, as long as they don't have caffeine. Secondly, notice signs of dehydration. Dry mouth, dark urine, dizziness, dry skin, or even confusion can all point to low fluid levels. Don't wait until you're parched. Build water into your routine just like brushing your teeth, something you do without question. It's also helpful to remember that some foods contribute to hydration. Soups, fruits like watermelon or oranges, and vegetables like cucumber and lettuce carry water into your body naturally. But these alone aren't enough. Real water still matters. Avoid sugary drinks, alcohol, or too much caffeine, which can worsen dehydration without you realizing it. At the end of the day, hydration is protection. Drinking water regularly, especially during meals, supports your heart, your digestion, and your brain. It's one of the simplest, most powerful ways to protect your health without medicine or effort. What feels like a small glass today could be the reason your heart keeps beating strong tomorrow. The third mistake many people make, especially as they get older, is mixing heavy proteins with rich carbohydrates too often in the same meal. This might sound confusing at first. After all, meals like steak and potatoes, pasta with cream sauce, or lasagna have been part of traditional home cooking for generations. They feel hearty, filling, and familiar. But what most don't realize is that these combinations, though delicious, are very difficult for the body to digest properly, especially as we age. And over time, this strain can quietly damage your digestion, your metabolism, and even your heart. When you eat a meal that's rich in both dense protein and heavy carbs, like red meat with bread, cheese with pasta, or a thick casserole loaded with cream and meat, your stomach has to work double. Protein and fat take longer to break down and require more stomach acid. Carbohydrates, on the other hand, digest more quickly and begin breaking down in the mouth. When you put both together in one sitting, your digestive system slows down significantly, often for hours. The result? You may feel heavy, tired, bloated, or even sleepy after meals without understanding why. Some seniors mistake this fatigue for normal aging, but much of it comes from meals that ask too much of the body at once. This strain also affects blood sugar and insulin levels. Meals with high amounts of carbs and fat can cause sharp spikes in blood sugar, followed by quick drops that leave you tired and irritable. If you have diabetes or prediabetes, a condition many seniors live with without even knowing, these swings can be dangerous. They increase inflammation in the body and place added stress on the pancreas and liver. Meanwhile, your heart continues working hard to push blood through your system during digestion, especially after a rich, heavy meal. This leads to something many don't think about: post-meal blood pressure elevation, a common but often silent contributor to heart strain in older adults. Harold, the man who passed in his sleep, used to enjoy large, comforting dinners. His favorite was roast beef with mashed potatoes and gravy, followed by ice cream. "A full plate," he used to say, "helps me sleep." But the truth is, his body wasn't resting after those meals. It was fighting to process them. His heart rate would go up, his breathing would slow, and his digestion became sluggish. Over time, those meals that felt so familiar began to wear his system down bit by bit. No one told him that combining rich proteins with heavy starches could be quietly working against him. No one warned him that simpler meals could be safer. So what can be done instead? It doesn't mean giving up flavor or satisfaction. It means learning to simplify your plate. Try pairing lean proteins like chicken, fish, or eggs with steamed vegetables or a light soup. If you want a grain, choose something lighter like quinoa or a small portion of brown rice and skip the fatty sauces. Avoid combining too many calorie-dense items in one sitting. Think balance, not restriction. A plate with color, variety, and gentle portions is easier for your body to handle, and it gives you more consistent energy afterward. And it's not just what you eat, it's how you eat. Take your time. Chew slowly. Give your stomach a chance to do its job. Eating too quickly can overwhelm your digestion, even if the meal is light. Rest a bit after eating. sitting upright for 20-30 minutes instead of lying down. This helps prevent reflux and gives your digestive system a smoother ride. Making these changes doesn't mean giving up comfort. It means giving your body comfort from the inside out. Choosing easier combinations supports your digestion, reduces blood pressure swings, and helps your heart stay calm and steady. Over time, you'll feel lighter, more energized, and less bloated after meals. Most importantly, you'll be giving your body the gift of rest by not overworking it in the first place. The fourth mistake, and maybe the most dangerous of all, is ignoring small symptoms after eating. Many seniors feel little discomforts during or after meals, things like a mild pressure in the chest, a strange tightness in the throat, unusual fatigue, heartburn, or even slight nausea. These symptoms are often brushed off as just getting older or blamed on stress, gas, or something eaten too quickly. But these small signals from your body are often early warnings of something deeper. Problems with digestion, circulation, or even heart function that shouldn't be ignored. As we age, the way our body expresses pain changes. Many older adults don't feel symptoms as intensely as younger people. A heart problem that would cause strong chest pain in a younger person might show up as nothing more than jaw discomfort, a feeling of fullness, or sudden tiredness in someone over 60. That's why so many heart events in seniors, especially silent heart attacks, go unnoticed. The signs are quiet, subtle, and easy to dismiss. But when these little red flags appear after meals, it's often because your body is struggling to process what you've just eaten. That struggle puts extra pressure on your digestive system and your heart. Harold, the 73-year-old man who passed in his sleep, had often mentioned feeling just a little off after dinner. He used to say things like, "I get tired right after I eat," or "I need to lie down for a bit." His family didn't think much of it. He never complained of pain, never called a doctor. He never thought those soft warnings were anything serious. But what felt like nothing was his heart quietly asking for help. The meals he ate, the way he ate them, and the symptoms that followed were all connected. It's important to listen to your body and pay attention to any patterns that appear after meals. If you frequently feel lightheaded, very tired, uncomfortable in your chest or stomach, or feel your heart beating irregularly after eating, that's something to take seriously. These aren't just senior moments. They may be signs that your body is under stress, especially if you've had a heavy meal, eaten too fast, or eaten too late. One powerful tool is to keep a simple food and symptom journal. Just a small notebook where you write down what you eat, when you eat, and how you feel afterward. Over time, you may begin to notice patterns. Maybe heartburn always comes after tomato-based meals, or dizziness appears after something fried or sugary. These notes can help you understand your own body better, and also provide helpful information for your doctor if you ever need to talk about how you feel. Also, don't wait until symptoms get worse. You don't need to be in pain to take action. If something feels off more than once, tell your doctor, even if it's mild. It's better to be cautious than silent. Your doctor can help you adjust your meals, check for hidden conditions like high blood pressure or cholesterol, and give you peace of mind. Beyond medical advice, small habits can also help. Sit upright after eating for at least 30 minutes. Avoid tight clothing around your waist. Don't lie down or nap immediately after a big meal. And always chew your food slowly, giving your body time to signal you if something isn't right. At this stage of life, your body has given you decades of loyal service. The least you can do is listen when it speaks. Whether it whispers through a strange ache or a wave of tiredness, those messages matter. The sooner you hear them, the easier it is to make a change that protects your heart, your energy, and your future.